Alright, hello everybody, welcome to our Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn for Newcomers playthrough. My name is Jokester1801, and let's get started. So we took a little bit of a break, but we are back, and we are going to continue on our playthrough here. So we are on Chapter 2 of Part 1. So still trucking along in the game. Chapter 2, The Dispossessed. You know, because they're not possessing the things that they want to possess anymore. Just a quick half mark and we'll be in Kiska. I'd like to stock up there, but Begnion will be on the lookout for us. Let's steer clear of towns for now unless we want more trouble. Don't tell me, this means another night sleeping on the cold ground with nothing but bugs to keep us warm. Oh, Edward, it's not that bad. The forest is so beautiful and serene. I'd almost rather be out here, right, Yumi? Excuse me, are you people heading to town by any chance? Our abbot is ill. He needs medicine, but Begnion soldiers are hoarding our provisions in the manor house. The Dawn Brigade, at your service. I'm sure we can help you and your abbot. Really, Laura just wanted them to buy medicine for him. So, do you know the layout of the manor? I was here years ago. As I remember, there's a large armory tucked deep inside the building. Good thing Soth has such a good memory, I guess. And if I understand correctly, Begnion soldiers guard valuables they've stolen from rare objects to necessary supplies in that armory. Then the medicine will be there too. Are you sure you don't mind? Of course not. Danger is part of our work. Leave everything to us. Your abbot will have his medicine. Oh, thank you so much. Good luck. Alright, here we go. Chapter 2. So, here we have Chapter 2. Kind of get a layout of the map here. So, 5 versus 15. We do get a game over if any of our units die, so that's a little sad. We actually did just get a new unit though. So, here we have Laura. So, Laura is our first dedicated healer of the game. She is a priest. And so, she, as you can see here, has no attack. That's because priests actually can't attack in this game, and that they can't use the attack command. Radiant Dawn is actually one of the only games, if not the only game, that allows priests to attack back with using a staff. So, for example, you see the big E next to heal there, means that Laura has equipped the heal staff. And so that means she can't be stolen from, because weapons that are equipped can't be stolen. And that also means that while she can't attack units proactively, she can attack reactively. However, as you can see, she only has 16 HP and 2 defense. That means she will die if she is attacked. So definitely do not think that she's a combat unit. You want to, even though she can attack back, you definitely want her to stay away from combat as much as possible. However, she's a pretty good healer. With the 8 magic, the heal staff restores 10 plus the wielder's magic, so that means she can heal up to 18 HP, which is really sweet. So definitely would recommend for that. Now in terms of the rest of the battle, we have various lance people here. These enemies are pretty good. I mean, 19 attack and attack speed. Edward can double, but look at how much they're gonna do to him. 13 damage. I mean, pretty serious. And then Nolan over here, because he's weighed down by a steel axe, can't double attack. And even if he wasn't weighed down, he still couldn't double them, because remember, you need 4 more attack speed to double, and Nolan only has 10 speed, and these soldiers have 9 speed. So even then, couldn't double them. So, what we're gonna do is, I want to take out this warrior, because here's the introduction of another unique mechanic within Radiant Dawn, these ledges here. So usually, in most Fire Emblem games, you'd have to go through the stairs to go up a level. Radiant Dawn introduced this new mechanic called ledges. And so with these ledges, for the cost of movement, you can go from the lower level up to the higher level. We can see that Edward, he normally has 6 move. With the ledges, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. so it costs 3 move for Edward to go off the ledge. This is why, for example, Laura, she has 5 move here, so normally she would be able to move 5 tiles, but here, 1, 2, 3, 4, she can't stop on the gap. And so that's one of the key things about ledges, is that units cannot stop on the gap. Now, the other thing is that Micaiah, she has 5 move, right? It costs 3 to go up the ledge, and so that's why she can't go up, because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so she would need 1 more move. Leonardo has 6 move, and that's why he's able to go up, because he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then attack. So that's one key thing there. The other thing that we can look at is... Oh, the other thing with ledges is that your ranged units can shoot down. So for example, this archer here, he can actually just shoot down this ledge, and he actually has increased hit rate and potentially has increased attack as well. I can't remember whether or not he does. I think he does. So ledges are really powerful, but if you're trying to shoot up a ledge, like if Leonardo was trying to shoot up at this guy, he would have really low hit rate. And so ledges are really good defensive things, but they're really hard to fight against. And we're going to encounter that a lot. Not a lot, but a good amount. So anyway, I want to take out this warrior. Oh, the other thing that you can do is you can actually block the ledge. So if Micaiah like stands here and then Laura stands here or something, then this warrior would actually be blocked from coming down. So that's something else to keep in mind as well. Okay, so I want to take out this warrior. I'd also like to take out this soldier. Micaiah can actually come in here and do 8 damage. And if Micaiah does 8, then Nolan can run up and do 16 and kill that soldier. So that's what we're gonna do. So Micaiah is gonna do 8 damage. It'll take this soldier from 21 health to 13 health. And then we'll have Nolan run up and take him out. Very nice. Now with this warrior up here, what we can do is if Leonardo attacks first, he'll do 9 damage. 24 minus 9 is 15. And then Edward can come up and do 10 times 2 and take him out. Don't miss. Oh good. Alright, there we go. And then we'll have Edward come up here and take him out. Unfortunately, Edward is most likely going to get hit. Yep. But luckily, the nice thing with that strategy is that this guy can't hit Edward, and neither can this guy. So, we're going to bring up Laura here, so that she can heal Edward next turn. Intruders, you say? What, with a full battalion stationed here? The gall and the intrigue. Now listen up, my men. Catch him midstream and fillet him like fish. Who knew he was a fisherman, huh? Got the, like, fishing metaphors up in here. Alright, nice dodge there from Nolan. Some good chip damage. I bet Micaiah could just take out that guy. Oh hey, they're Soph. That takes care of the locks. Now I just have to figure out how to get everybody safely up here. Alright, so we're gonna have Micaiah run up and finish this guy off. That worked out really nicely. Now you do have to be careful here, because this archer actually attack through this little wall here. Now this guy does a good number on Edward, and Edward actually does not double hit. So Leonardo can hit for 9. Laura could move up and heal Edward. Something else we can do. Nolan can actually run up and attack too. Nolan plus Leonardo kills this guy. Because if Leonardo does 9 damage, that leaves this guy with 17 health, and then Nolan can do 17. Now our problem with this strategy is that Nolan only has 68 hit. However, if this guy attacks Micaiah, he doesn't quite kill her, but he gets pretty close, right? So Micaiah has 16 HP and 2 defense, just like Laura. This guy has 17 attack. And so 17 minus 2 defense is 15 damage, so that means he'd leave Micaiah with 1 health. That's crazy. So I think what we'll do is we'll have Leonardo attack here, because it's safe, He doesn't have any chance to be attacked back. And then Nolan here, even if he misses and gets hit, he still doesn't have a chance to die. And so we'll just go for it, and if he misses, we'll have Edward attack. Ah, he missed. Thanks, Nolan. So now something else. This guy has 17 attack. He is going to definitely attack Leonardo if we let him, because Leonardo can't attack that. Now Edward here actually just kind of gets wrecked by this guy. So what we're going to do though is we're going to have Edward just move forward and wait, and then Laura can move here and heal him up. So the reason we didn't have Edward attack, or have Laura heal and then Edward attack, is because the guy did 11 damage to Edward, and so that leaves him with 10 HP left, which is not enough to survive another attack. Hey you! How did you get in here? We are the Dawn Brigade. We go where we please. We're here to reclaim what you've stolen from the people of Dane. Alright, here we go. So now we've got Soth. Soth is so good right now. So Soth is our first pre-promoted unit, meaning in Fire Emblem you have first tier classes such as Myrmidon, and then in this game you have second tier classes as well called Rogues, and then you also have third tier classes. Now the way I explained that kind of makes it seem like Myrmidons promote into Rogues. Importantly, each class has like its own line type of thing. So for example, Archers are a first tier class, and once they will promote to Snipers. And Snipers are the second tier class. Now in this game, only Archers become Snipers. No other classes will become a Sniper. Then the Snipers will promote into the third tier class called Marksman. So it's just a direct line: Archer, Sniper, Marksman. For Myrmidons, you have Myrmidon as the tier 1 class, then after that is Swordmaster at tier 2, and then after that is Trueblade at tier 3. And so it goes Myrmidon, Swordmaster, Trueblade. And only Myrmidons turn into Swordmasters, only Swordmasters turn into Trueblades, etc. You kind of get the drift. In most Fire Emblem games, you actually have to use you have to use hard to find promotion items in order to promote your units. In this game, that's not how it works. So in this game, if you get your units to level 21, they automatically promote. And so basically, they get to level 20, which is normally the level cap, and then they get one more level and they promote. And then at tier 3, they just cap out at level 20. So that's how you promote in this game. And that's actually a unique aspect of this game. That kind of promotion system is only found in this game and Path of Radiance, which is this game's prequel. Alright, so now what we need to do is we have this new threat here. We do have Soth. So as I was saying about Soth, he's our first pre-promote, and that means his stats are really good for this part of the game. 18 strength, 20 skill, 20 speed, 14 defense. He's just incredible. So as you saw, we had to use 3 units to try to take out this guy, and it still didn't even work. Soth can actually just take out units by himself. So he is just super strong. Now the problem with him being a pre-promote is that he actually gains significantly less experience than your other units. And so what you have to do is find a balance between using Soth when you need him and not using him to clear the whole map, because if you do, your other units won't get the experience they need in order to be strong combat units. So that's just kind of the balance you need to play. You definitely should use Soth because he's super strong and really helpful, but you should also just be careful about having him kill all the enemies, because that is something you probably shouldn't do. The other nice thing is that he has an A support with Micaiah. We haven't gone into support very much, but basically if a unit's within 3 spaces of their support partner, they get a bunch of different bonuses to attack, defense, hit, avoid, and potentially crit. The other thing is that Soth has a steal skill. So thieves, rogues, and then whispers are unique in that they are able to steal stuff, also assassins. And so in this game, in some games you can only steal like items, in this game you can steal any item that's lighter than this unit's strength from the enemy that's a slower speed rating, and that includes weapons that are not equipped. So for example, if this guy didn't have an Iron Lance equipped, Sothe would be able to steal it because its weight is lower than Sothe's strength, and this guy is slower than Sothe. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that here, but these Volanaries here, Sothe can actually steal them. And I would actually really recommend doing that because the Volanaries are really helpful. Alright, so, anyway, we want to clear out this guy. What we could do is just have Micaiah do it. Alternatively, we could have Micaiah heal up Nolan, and then have, like, Nolan give it a try, or let Leonardo do it, and then Nolan can move up here. I think that's actually the play I want to go. Now, you might ask, like, oh, but won't Micaiah be in range of this bow guy? But we found out last turn that Nolan was in range of the bow guy, and he didn't move to attack Nolan. And so it's a pretty safe bet that he's not going to attack Micaiah. So we're going to have Micaiah sacrifice there, because that'll heal up Nolan and give Micaiah some experience, and then Leonardo can actually just take out this guy. The other reason I really wanted Leonardo to do it is because he had a 100% chance to hit, and that's really nice. Then Nolan can run up. He actually can make it, wow. So Nolan could run up and do 17 damage, and then Edward could finish? Yeah, Edward could just finish there. And then Sothe could stand in front of Edward to let him not die. So we'll have Nolan attack to 17. He gets 10 damage taken, and he levels up. Okay, we're hoping for strength and speed. Come on. Strength and speed. Here we go, buddy. Skill, speed. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the speed. That's nice. Alright, and then Edward can run up and finish this guy off. 100% chance to hit. Alright, Edward, you gotta level up. Strength and speed. Here we go, buddy. Strength and speed. Strength, skill. Oh, I was hoping for the speed. Oh well, he got some strength. That's nice. And now he's so close to being able to use the steel sword without the weight penalty. So you might not remember, but the WT is how much a weapon weighs. If your strength is lower than the WT, that difference between them is subtracted from your speed to then lower your attack speed. So like right now, Edward doesn't have a lowered attack speed because the iron sword does not weigh him down. But if he were to use the steel sword, he would go from 13 attack speed to 12. Sometimes it can make a difference. Alright, so what we're going to do now is... So these soldiers are pretty strong. This guy has 19 attack. And so he can just demolish Edward. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put Sothe in front of Edward. And so now this soldier can't attack Edward, and neither can this one. And so this way these guys will both attack Sothe and just kill themselves on Sothe. And then now what we can do is have Laura move in here and heal up Edward or Nolan. We're going to go with Edward since he's hurting more. And then next turn we'll heal up Nolan. And then these guys, just like we thought, are going to attack Sothe, and he's just going to demolish them. I guess one other thing I didn't mention is that Sothe, as a rogue, uses knives. That's kind of unique. A lot of times knives are not something you want to be equipped with. We're just going to have use herb there to heal up. So yeah, here's Sothe's weapon type, his knife. He has B. So knives are pretty low might. I mean, this is like the B level knife, this is the D level knife, and it has 2 might. And then the B one only has 4. For comparison, Iron Sword has 6, and that's D. The Steel Sword has 9, which is C. The Silver Sword has even more than that. So the biggest problem with knives is that they do not hit hard at all. It's really bad. The nice thing is that they don't weigh very much, but I mean, that's not really a good consolation prize, so it's just the sad part of wielding knives. They really just do not hit hard at all. Okay, so we do want to bait in this guy. If we use Sothe to do it, he doesn't actually kill, and so we'll just have Sothe stand here. And then Nolan, since he has the hand axe, and actually just run up and take this guy out, which is really, really awesome. I actually didn't expect him to be able to kill that guy, so I'm here for it. And so we saw with the gap there that this guy, the javelin guy who was fighting Nolan, he didn't have very high hit rate at all. I kind of went past there because I wasn't thinking about it, but I think he had 4% chance to hit Nolan. Like, it was nothing. And that really is due to the difference of the gap. It really does make a big difference. Okay, so this guy actually down here has a chest key that you can use to then unlock these chests. So we could have Edward do it. This guy is actually like just as strong as Edward. So I'm gonna have Sothe down there, head down there to do it, instead of having Edward do it. Alright, so Sothe actually got hit, unfortunately, but that's okay. And he left that guy with 1 HP, which is really nice. Sir, there are burglars on the loose. Several young men and women have broken into the manor house. Did you say women? What color is their hair? There are 2 girls. One has bizarre silver-colored hair, and the other... the silver-haired maiden! Very well. I want all soldiers on hand. Capture the girl, alive. Do what you will with the others, but bring me that girl. Understand? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Alright, so now what we can do is Sothe can move over here and get this chest. One of the unique things that rogues can do is get chests without chest keys. And then he gets the Wind Edge. The Wind Edge is basically a hand axe for swords. This is an item that they added for this game. And before this game, Wind Edges didn't exist. And after this game, they don't really exist either. Which is really sad, because I think they were a really, really good addition. The interesting thing is that it calls it a magic blade. This is just because, like, so thinking about like a magic blade, you'd think it would use a user's magic, but it actually does use a user's strength. So it has 6 might, so it has the same might as an iron sword. Anyway, we'll have to get that to Edward at some point, but we're just gonna kind of keep moving forward here. This guy can attack Leonardo. Leonardo can attack back too if we just let him. So he has 14 attack. Leonardo has 6 defense, so that means he'll do 14 minus 6 is 8. So he'll do 8 damage to Leonardo. Leonardo has 15 attack. This guy has 6 defense, so Leonardo will do 9 damage back, so seems good to me. The other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in Nolan, but not put him in range, because I'll just let Leonardo be in range. And then I'm going to put Micaiah here. And the reason I'm going to put Micaiah here is because that's 1, 2, 3 spaces away from Sothe, and that lets him get his support bonus. So the support bonus for Sothe increases his damage by 2, that's attack, increases his hit by 8, and his avoid by 15. So it's a pretty nice support, and that'll help him out against this guy. So Sothe does 22 attack, this guy has 5 defense, so that means he's going to do 17 damage to him. Sothe is going to do 17 damage against that guy. That's pretty sweet. Alright, and then we'll have kind of Laura chill, Edward can kind of chill, and we'll just end. And so now that guy's going to attack Sothe, and you can see that they have support, and then Sothe takes him out. And you get the chest key, and then this guy runs up and attacks Leonardo. That's perfectly fine. Leonardo attacks back and gets the level up. Alright, Leo, show us the goods. Strength, speed, right here. Skill, luck, defense. Okay, that is not what I asked for, but we'll have to take it. Alright, then so we get this chest, and we get the Thane Tome. This is a unique tome for Micaiah. It's super, super good, because it's effective against armored and horse-mounted units. So we haven't gotten into effectiveness damage yet. We'll get into it at the end of the map. So Sothe can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I kind of want to move Micaiah here. Problem is that I also want to move her here. So the nice thing with archers, because they can only attack at 2 range, you can actually box them in. So let's demonstrate that. Let's have Micaiah move here and attack this guy. And then I'm going to have Laura move here and heal up Leonardo. I'm going to have Leonardo move here, and then Edward move here. So now we've blocked this guy from being able to move, and you can see none of our units are actually in his attack range, and that's because bows can only attack at 2 range. So it's a pretty nice trick if you ever want to just like not kill a bow unit. Unfortunately, he used his Vulnerary, but that's okay. So the reason I did that is because I want to steal this Vulnerary. It's super good being able to heal for 20 HP. But Sode was getting the chest, so I decided to... It's not as efficient to do, but now we can actually just let Micaiah kind of wail on him a little bit. And so before Micaiah was doing 9 damage, but now Sode's in support range, and so she did 11 damage. Alright, so now what we could do is we could have Nolan run up here and attack with his hand axe. Hopefully he can survive all of that, and we'll just kind of end up. Alright, so that guy attacks, Nolan attacks back. Doesn't kill because he's not fast enough, and there we go. We do have some enemy reinforcements here, which is unfortunate because we are being a little bit slower than normal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you shove. So if we shove Laura, she'd be in range to heal up Nolan, which would be nice. Unfortunately, I don't think that's actually what I want to do. So one important thing to kind of think about here is that Nolan will get attacked by this bow guy no matter what, because Nolan, if he kills one of these guys, then this guy should step forward and attack. However, I'm going to kind of think on that. He's not going to do that. So we're going to have Nolan just attack this guy. Alright, so Nolan killed that guy. Now, we're going to hope this guy does not move forward and attack Nolan, because if he does, Nolan might be in some trouble. So this guy has 17 attack, Nolan has 9 defense, so that means he'll do 17 minus 9 is 8. And then Nolan has weapon triangle advantage, which gives him +1 defense, right? There's 1 less attack against axes. So that means he'll do 7 damage against Nolan. This guy has 21 attack, 21 minus Nolan's 9 defense means that he'll do 13 damage against Nolan, right? 12 damage against Nolan. So Nolan's gonna survive either way. Okay, we're good. The other thing is that I wanted to steal this guy's Vulnerary, so there's that aspect too. Alright, so we're gonna have Edward actually move forward so he can be helpful, and then also so that Sode can be as close to the action as possible. And then if Leonardo could kill, nope, he can't kill, so I'll actually have... I don't want to have Laura heal Nolan, because if this guy runs up, he could go in front of Nolan and attack Laura behind him, and that would actually kill Laura, and that is very much not what I want. So instead of that, I'm going to have Micaiah move up and kill this guy. So thanks to her support with Sode, she's able to do the extra damage she needed to take him out, because otherwise she would only do 9 damage, which was not enough. And we got the level up. Alright, speed. Nope. Luck resistance. At least you got some HP, I guess. Alright, so we are going to have Leonardo move forward. We'll have Laura heal up Micaiah's 1 HP just for some extra experience. And we'll see what happens here. So these archers are coming forward. That's perfectly fine. And nothing happened here because this archer couldn't attack. Couldn't attack Nolan unless this guy moved, and he didn't move, so we're good to go. So now we can have Sode move forward, steal this guy's Vulnerary, and then Nolan can actually attack this archer here, or this soldier, take him out. And then Laura can move here and heal. I didn't actually specify how to beat this map. This map is actually unique and from the maps we've done so far, because you don't actually have to take out everyone. You just have to get Laura to this blue target point. So it's kind of nice. However, we want to take out as many people as possible just because we want to get that experience. So unfortunately, Leonardo only does 8 damage. 22 minus 8 is 14. And unfortunately, Edward is not strong enough to double this guy. He's not fast enough. He just needed 1 more speed. He should have, if only he had gotten speed. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to have our units stay here, kind of wait, and we'll let this archer attack us. Alright, good miss there. The archers are coming for us, which is unfortunate. And we got some soldiers coming for us. So I do want, so what I'm going to do here, Soth has a chest key, which I want to take off of him. So what I'm going to do is, if Micaiah moves here, she can trade, oh, that's not, take this Vulnerary here and attack. And the reason I took the Vulnerary is because the boss actually has a Vulnerary that I want to steal. Now you might be wondering, like, why are you stealing all these Vulneraries? It's because they really are beneficial. Especially because, like, not everyone has one. And so now everyone can have one. And so now what I can do is I can move Soth up here and steal the boss's Vulnerary. And now since he's right here, Nolan can move up here and trade with Soth, take the chest key, and get the chest. And that's an energy drop, which is really nice because that increases strength by 2. Now, the boss does have a javelin. That means he can attack at 1 to 2 range, so he can attack up close and 1 space away. So that means if I put Edward here, the boss can attack him. However, Edward has 5 defense, the boss has 20 attack, and so that means the boss can't just kill Edward outright. Unfortunately, Leonardo is not strong enough to kill this guy, but since Laura is right there, we can just heal up Leonardo if he gets hit, so we're just going to go for it. Because that way Leonardo gets just a little bit more experience. And then that way Laura can get some experience too for healing them up. And then Edward can move here. Unfortunately, this means that the boss will not get attacked. Will not be attacked back if he attacks someone. Because he's going to attack Edward, and Edward can't attack back. I could have had Edward equip the Wind Edge, and then that way he could have attacked back, since Soth has it. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Don't move a finger, thief, or I'll skewer you with my lance and serve you for lunch. That's troubling. Eating people is not okay. Alright, these archers are coming up quick. Okay, so what I was saying here is I could have had Edward trade for the Wind Edge, because that has 1 to 2 range. Unfortunately, this boss is actually like pretty strong, and so that wouldn't have mattered too much. He also just straight up kills Micaiah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Soth weaken the boss here, and then I'm going to have Micaiah finish the boss. So Soth does 8 times 2. Very nice. And now what we can do is, unfortunately Micaiah can't kill, but if we take the Thainy Tome, she does effective damage. So what effectiveness damage does is it triples a weapon's MT for that, for whatever it's effective against. So we see in the bottom right of the little, or the bottom of our little screen, it says attack 18, crit 14, effective horse and armor. So that means for against horse units and armored units, the Thany's going to have 24 might instead of 8 might. And so that makes it a much, much more powerful weapon. So now Micaiah can just take him out because she does 29 damage. The silver-haired maiden! I've got you! Lucky for you, Jared wants you alive, but there's no escaping now. I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. Oh, how pompous. Try to disappoint me and I'll break both of your arms. Alright, just don't miss and we're good. Alright, there we go. See, Micaiah just took him out. With this many, we can't hold them back. Call for reinforcements. We got him, boys. Unfortunately, Micaiah did not level up, but that's okay. So we can see here, this archer has 21 chance to hit Leonardo. Let's test to see if Leonardo has more might than normal. So he does 10 damage against the archer. He has 15 attack normally. And normally 15 minus 7 is 8. So yeah, he has plus 2 damage against the archer, right? Because normally he'd be doing 8 damage, but since he has the ledge advantage, he actually is doing 10 damage. Very nice. So we have to be careful with this archer here. And because we're just like getting hammered from so many sides, what we're going to do is Edward is going to take the Wind Edge, because that way he has it for next battle. Leonardo is going to take the Steel Bow, so that way he has it for next battle. And Nolan's going to attack this guy, just for the kicks and giggles experience, because why not? And then, oh nice, he got a weapon level up, so now Nolan has the axe. Not super important right now, but we'll take it. And then Laura can just arrive, and we'll finish him out. At last, glory be, the abbot will have his medicine. Wait for me here, I'll return soon. And there we go, cleared up the map. That's what we like to see. We saved the abbot. Well done, everybody. Are we all present and accounted for? Wait, Laura's missing. She was just with me. Let's split up and search for her. Micaiah, you come with me. The forest is huge. We can cover more ground if we search individually. But let's rendezvous at Kudu Swamp in 3 marks' time. Man, Micaiah's on a mission. Somebody's nearby. You sensed me, did you? Uh-oh. General Jared. Where's Laura? And you saw through my ruse. You're as clever as they say, my dear. You even came alone. How brave of you. Was that to give your friends a chance to escape? What a thoughtful little thing you are. Micaiah, don't come any closer. Laura, let her go. She isn't one of us. Now you know I can't do that. She's a valuable hostage, just like you. No, Yune, fly away. Ah, dreaded bird. Yes, get that mangy flying bag of bones out of here before I squash it like a fly. How annoying. Enough of this. Back to the castle. As long as we have these two, the others don't matter. Sir, all hands withdraw. I've got a bad feeling about this. Hey, that's a Star Wars line. Well, unfortunately we got captured, but that's okay. And there we go. There's chapter 2. Good job, team. We broke into a manor, stole some medicine. That's pretty questionable ethically, but I guess it's kind of Robin Hood because we stole it from thieves. And now we're in prison. So, there we go. Thanks for joining us for this episode, and we will see you next time.